This video contains heavy spoilers for Clair Obscur Expedition 33. So finish the game first and then come back to watch this video. What was your initial kind of idea of how Verso is? Because now you have to change your mindset.
I think it was the hardest part to embody Verso, to find physically Verso. You know, Gustav, basically, it was me. The way Gustav walks is the way I walk. The way Gustav looks at people. I have a lot of way to move my mouth and my eyebrows, and so that's mostly me. Obviously, I would now be a complete different character, and I had to change the way I would look at people, the way I would walk, and like I had to find what makes Verso Verso. And it was also hard because at first I was Team Gustav, and I see this guy, I have to be this guy, and I know very early on that Verso could have saved Gustav. And I told you, I was like, well, that's hard because I'm supposed to be that guy that could have saved the other guy.
Yeah.
And I'm supposed not to judge him. And I remember the very first scene, it's the one right after when Mael kind of breaks down. And Verso says something like,
if you want to reach the monolith, the best path is through the quarry up north.
It was just a very simple line, and it was the first time that Verso was talking and I was Verso. I think we spent 30 minutes on just that line because Guillaume was like, that's not Verso. Again, Verso would say it in a different way. Again. And I remember I was apologizing to my colleagues, the other actors, like, I'm sorry, I'm trying to find him. And we did it again and again and again. And at some point, it worked, and we're like, all right, we found him. The main difference, I think, between Gustav and Verso, for Gustav, I was okay with not knowing what would happen, because Gustav doesn't know anything about what's going to happen, right? He embarks on that journey, he's part of the expedition, and he does everything he can with what he knows. But Verso, I had to sit down with Guillaume and ask him a lot of questions because, like I said earlier, it's all about what Verso doesn't say. And he has a plan, he knows exactly why he's here. And so I had to know all these answers. I had to understand everything about the story, the paintress, Renoir, Mael, Alicia. It had to be very clear in my mind. So when I was talking to them, all this had to live within me, right? That was really hard because the story is very complex. And even for us, like after 6 or 7 months, there are still areas of the plot where we're like, wait, but what? Okay, I'm lost.
Yeah. He has that look where he's all the time kind of sad in a way, and he's going through that. And
yeah,
so
and very sexy
so
too.
Of course.
That's not me. That's them. I told them, why did you make him so sexy? And then you had Ben Starr voicing him. Come on. It doesn't get better than that.
It just doesn't get better than that.